you would still look to the left. So it's country specific.
Yeah.
However, that's a very specific case. There's not that many right-hand drive cars here, although I'm looking for one. Just saying. I want to get what they call a K-Tora, which is the little teeny pickup trucks that they have in Japan. Because they're so cute. But I found one that's actually a fire truck with the lights and everything. And I want that one really bad. So it's about 10 grand. That's actually not bad. So.
No. I mean, you can get them.
Yeah. And so the battle plan here. Yep, K-Tora. The battle plan here will then be that I would have a right-hand drive car or truck in my garage, and then I back my left-hand drive car next to it. So no matter what, they're both facing outward, but you still get in from the inside section of the garage, which would be awesome. Get into either one of them from the end.
Okay. I mean, that's a choice.
It is. It's totally a choice. So, anyway.
Yeah. That's yeah.
All right. Now I'm just checking its timing. So my boss put these animations into practice, and I was the first person to actually use them. And when I used them, they were uncomfortably long. They lasted too long.
Well, I mean, for teenagers, of course, everything's incredibly long.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like uncomfortable. I was like, here's the point. Here's the point. And I'm going to sit here for a minute because we're going to hang out on this picture. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not right. We can't do that. That's stupid.
I'm suddenly, for some weird reason, in the mood to watch a pup named Scooby-Doo.
There you go. Left turn, lookout. Set for GIF. Everything's set correctly. And export. Aw, K-Trex was snow tracks. They must have been little teeny snow tracks. So on the campus, my college campus, that's primarily the vehicle they use around the campus is these little K vehicles, like K trucks and K vans. They're so small and so cute.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know you can't really put them on American roads.
You can put them on. You can't put them on interstates, but you can put them on normal. You can. I mean, Colorado allows you to drive them on normal, everyday roads.
Yeah, they have a weird rule like Vespas. If a Vespa can't go over, what is it? Like, it can't go over a certain speed limit, it's not allowed on the highway, but it can go everywhere else.
Yep, that's pretty much accurate. And so it pretty much follows every rule that can go with a Vespa, which is fine.
Yeah. I looked into buying a Vespa at one point. It was way cheaper than having a car.
Oh, yeah. I'm agreeing. I'll agree with that. It's also...
But you can't, like, go anywhere. Like, if you want to go, like, on a day trip or something like that, like, you still need a car because you can't go on the highway to go anywhere.
Yeah. And if I were to get my K-Truck, it would definitely be one of those. I'd only be able to do Colorado engagements because it would take so long to get anywhere. Like if I even just to get to your house or Fort Collins or anything like that way up in the north, it would still just be one of those, I'll be there in like 3 hours, you know.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of back road traveling.
It is.
Didn't. Not saying it can't be fun, Just depends on the back roads that you're taking.
Yep. You're not wrong. All right, here we go. Time for some smog action.
That sounds really dirty.
It is, because it's smog, which is really dirty. I'm just saying.
Hey, you said it, not me.
This one's actually pretty okay. And that one's probably all right as it is, even though it's long. It's got all the right steps in it.
So apparently Bill woke up this morning and he was like, so let's go get breakfast. And I'm like, it's Friday.
You're like, no. No.
It's Friday.
Friday.
He's like, yeah, it's Friday. That should tell you where our heads were at this morning.
Right? I wonder if there's a way I can edit the path. Oh, hey, I can ground them. Well, that's a thing. There we go. We should make that a little longer to make sure that it is clear. We're talking about from the back of your car. I don't care that it was a triangle. It's good enough. It once was a triangle. It's fine. Just saying, make sure you're clear. There we go. The shoulder. Make sure there's nobody there. And go and save. There we go. Go bink. Go bink. Smog is a little longer than the other ones, but that's all right.
How is smog bigger than other people?
It's a thing.
It's an environmental issue. That's why.
It really is.
I remember being taught about smog in grade school and basically being told if we don't stop that our entire planet is doomed.
Yep.
And then people wonder where climate change narratives came from, and I'm like, they've always been around. I don't understand this.
Yep. We've been talking about climate change for a long time. I think the funniest one was somebody recently was doing the, I remember they used to tell us that it was all CFCs, and now they're not saying that anymore. Like, it's because we banned CFCs. and the problem is gone. Well, or at least the problem is healing. So.
When I was studying in college the first time, I actually had a professor say that he missed the 1980s Aquanet hairspray.
Oh, yeah.
Because it had plastic in it.
Doesn't surprise me.
It had aerosolized plastic. And the reason why he said he missed it was because if you were doing a shoot, like a TV shoot or doing pictures for a advertisement involving hair care products, people used to spray it in the model's hair, then flat iron it through the hair to make the hair look more luscious and shiny.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And the girls, the females of my class were like, "Are you serious? That's what they did to make it." And my teacher was like, "Yeah." He also did a whole entire thing where he photoshopped the he was in charge of some type of project involving Barbara Eden.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally showed us on how they retouched a photo per her request based off of what she wanted.
Wow.
It was bonkers. I mean, it still showed her age, but it didn't show it so much that it looks like horrible. You know what I mean? She still looked her age. But like, it was still weird to think about. I Dream of Jeannie requested this work.
Oh yeah. I could see that.
But like, to be fair, she's aged kind of like Elvira.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Brent says hi.
Hi, Brent. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention.
That's all right. That's why I said it. That's better. It's really aggravating that it does not remember things. Like
2 + 2 = 4?
Exactly. I just can't remember that. There we go. Do. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, stand up from time to time.
Oh, you have artist posture? What?
Yep. It's rendering, so I'm going to stand up.
What are you standing up for?
I'm standing up for my rights to party.
Oh.
Right? I mean,
that's happening
that's
soon.
the thing. It's an important thing to do. I'm just saying. It's very important.
If you say so.
Yeah. I do. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. That one was pretty easy.
If you say so.
I do.
So, I looked at myself in the mirror this morning, and it's very weird. My skin. I don't know why this happens. I guess, but I looked it up. Apparently, because I've been doing oxygen treatment type stuff. My skin has started looking different.
Oh.
And yeah. And before anyone says anything or asks why I'm on it, I was declared to have hypoxia, and I'm getting oxygen at night now so that I can actually start breathing better while I'm sleeping. I'm not doing it for vanity.
Right, that's
purposes.
important.
So,
no vanity.
Genuine health. Yeah, I'm doing it for genuine health reasons.
Which is interesting because I don't think I would have made that assumption, but you know. I didn't know that there was a way you could do it so that it was not for genuine health reasons.
Apparently, people can do it for vanity purposes. I found out.
That's a thing. Who knew?
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, I mean, I never understood. Okay. Good.
Right? Weird, but who are we to argue?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're writing a story about, like, someone worried about youth or something in modern era, I guess you could use that. Where they basically are like, I'm going to drain the oxygen out of people's blood. I mean, that would be a thing. It would be an oxygen vampire, I guess. Like, would that be a fun thing to write about?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of thinking about it and going, well, let's see. What do we have as far as oxygen vampires? Hemoglobin. The hemoglobin in your blood. There was something I read recently that, or not read, but it was in class. It was in one of my biological classes about something that blocks the hemoglobin from collecting oxygen. I can't remember what it was. It was a disease that does that, though. So, you know, it's that.
Mine's just a heart attack. So.
Okay. All right.
I didn't do it. You can't prove it.
You weren't there.
No, neither. No one can corroborate your story. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for an anime to come out that basically sits there and goes and dwells into like this really weird, bizarre world. Not JoJo's Bizarre Adventure type thing, but like basically where there is someone like the anime. They actually like do the rare thing in some animes where they actually base it in somewhere like Canada, but it's like the main character's Japanese.
Okay.
Or something. And while in Canada, the main character is finding like conspiracy theories that turn out to be true. I don't know.
Definitely sounds like a thing.
Each week it just becomes more and more absurd, like a 1970s soap opera. Where the main character all of a sudden gets amnesia from a spacecraft coming down from the sky and picking them up, having their own twin.
You're right. It's just starting to get like wild there. This is like that movie Soap.
Yes.
Which I thought was that had the best Whoopi Goldberg line. And she's like, he's like, we got to add the actor back in because he's decided to rejoin us. And she was like, wait a minute, but we wrote him out because you were mad at him. And you made sure he was dead, like really dead. And he was like, well, write something, come up with something. And she's like, his head was cut off. He lost his head. We cannot just write somebody who doesn't have a head.
Well, I just finished rewatching the entire series of Schitt's Creek.
Uh-huh.
And Moira Rose's character, or the character of Moira Rose, she's a washed up soap opera actress. Essentially at the very beginning.
Okay.
And then they do a revival of the series that's called Sunrise Bay. And they literally killed her by drowning, and then somehow her body got into a wood chipper and shredded it. And the main question was like, how do we bring her back? Because you can't bring someone back from being shredded.
All right.
Like, how do you bring someone back from being shredded? And then I remember, like, when I said 1970s, like, I was mainly referring to, like, Dark Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those storylines got crazy. Like, I cannot believe that someone was allowed to write this crazy.
Fair.
Yes, and I watched it with my mom. Like, my mom actually let me watch that soap opera. The stuff that, at least that was clean enough for a kid to watch. You know?
Right.
Because if anyone remembers Dark Shadows, the original TV series, let's just say it's definitely not the movie that was done by Tim Burton.
That works.
I think they had, let's see, they had reincarnation. They had one character that was a phoenix female. She would burn her body and come back to life as like a newborn baby.
A newborn baby.
Several vampires. One of the characters became a werewolf.
Werewolf.
There were several witches. Oh god, there's so much to unpack with that series.
Fair.
Hi, Colton.
There's just arrows. Here, 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 here. Well, I mean, I've been pretty okay. Pepper's had an eventful couple of months.
Oh yeah. I think he wants us to go into a roundabout, Colton.
It could happen. Right? I mean, so there's this sign that they show in class during the class where it's just a stop sign and it's no left turn, no right turn, don't go forward and don't reverse. And I know it's a Photoshop, but it is really rather funny. You know, like all the signs are there. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's kind of like when your family is full of pranksters and on your wedding day they put white out on the bottom of the groom's feet saying, "Help me."
Yep.
Although that is not very fun for the bride.
Right.
Although I will admit that is something that happened in my own family. So, there you go. My family, the pranksters.
Right? Ladies and gentlemen, your family.
Yes. I give them alcohol on my ancestral altar.
Is this 7? Yes, it is 7. That's fine. This one seems to run just pretty much okay if I just speed it up. I feel like, though, I probably shouldn't do that.
It feels the same way.
Yeah, right?
For some weird reason, I feel like Karma Chameleon should be playing every single time I hear the maracas.
Well, we have a lot of karma here because we have a lot of cars.
Didn't.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Just saying, you know.
I'm just agreeing with you.
You're just agreeing with me.
I don't know if that's dangerous or not, but
right, exactly. But you're doing it, and that's where this is the place you've decided. This is the hill you've decided to be on. You're like,
I don't know about that.
No, maybe.
Maybe. There's other hills that we can die on.
Also true. That is a big arrow. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're trying to get our attention to there, guy.
And it works.
No.
highlight point here is everybody is noticing that there are no sidewalks here. This is the big thing. This is the thing that my kids screw up all the time. So we're gonna
sidewalks?
Yeah, you can stop at the edge of the road if there's no sidewalk. But the kids stop at the edge of the road because there was no crosswalk, and I'm like, no, you can still see the sidewalks on either side, so this still counts as a legal crosswalk. You have to still use that. So the point is there are no sidewalks here, therefore you can stop at the line there.
Okay.
That's the point. Because they've got this part, stop at the stop bar, works. Then they've got stop at the crosswalk. Okay. But then the problem is this one, where they're stopping, but there's no crosswalk. They think they can stop at the edge of the road because there's no crosswalk. But that'll still get you a failure to stop, a ticket, and or you won't pass on the test.
I mean, I failed the test once for pulling out when someone gave me a, go ahead.
That's weird. Shouldn't have that. That's not a moving violation.
Huh?
That's not a moving violation, so I don't know how that happened.
So in Florida, if you pull out in front of a car, even though that they are stopped and are waving you forward, if you are in a position where you cannot see the opposite flow of traffic, you are not allowed to go.
Oh, that makes some sense if you can't see the flow of traffic, but yeah.
However, on this particular day, I was on a driving instructor test, and I thought that rule did not apply because I could see the other flow of traffic.
Oh.
But they gave me an automatic fail.
Usually the automatic fails are always because of a moving violation.
Yeah, they didn't do that. I would like to point out that I took the driving test. I went there 7 times and took it 4 times.
Yeah. You can take it as many times as you want.
Actually, no, Florida has a limit. You can't take it 5 in a full year.
Oh, Denver or Colorado does not. You can take it as many times as you want. I don't know about the practical. I know that the written we can take as many times as we want. It starts to cost you money after a while. Alrighty. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at you not doing the coding correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Who's doing the jig?
Yep, and stop there. You can stop here. You can stop here. And then if you are looking and you can see that there's no sidewalks, which there is, then you can stop at the edge of the road, which D has to slam his brakes for. D is that way. All right. That looks good.
Your cartoon character that you made, slamming on his brakes?
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun with the brakes. But they said that the lead teacher's like, this is fine, but you can't make A do that. And I was like, okay. And he goes, because A is technically you. And he said, if you slammed on your brakes like that in a driving test, I would fail you. I was like, that's fair. So since A is supposed to represent you,
So, you're gold? Because
Yeah. No,
A is supposed to
you're
be
blue.
you, so A and U.
A
is you.
AU. AU.
And you?
AU.
You're gold?
AU.
Yes,
You
Adrian?
guys. Right.
Oh, sorry. Wrong movie. Yes, all the dad jokes.
Okay. So we want to make sure that we make the point. This is the point.
Like a dad joke.
Here's the point right here. Also a dad joke. Shoo. And while we're at it, remember not to make a rolling stop. That's not good.
But sometimes a rolling stop is fun, especially when it comes to like right next to train tracks.
Probably even bad then, I would say.
I don't know. I think it would make it a wonderful time. People screaming for their lives.
Right?
I mean, who would have thought that, that something like that would be so invigorating first thing in the morning when you're on your way to school?
Right? Exactly. As they were in Schenectady.
Yes.
In 1972. You know what they call a polar bear in the forest?
A bear.
Lost. It's stupid. That's why I like it. I'll go back to 100% on this one.
Well, it doesn't want you at 100%, so you're going to have to chill your roll.
Right? There we go. I'll do 50 for this. In fact, I think I'll go back to 200 for this one.
You say so, guy.
Mm-hmm. because that's a rolling stop.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating that it's a rolling stop.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a rolling stop, man.
Is it better than a rolling stone?
It's better than Rolling Thunder.
The Rolling Thunder can put me to sleep. I like that.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah, I should probably do something artist-wise.
Man, we got about 7 minutes left. I got to call my boss after this, so whether I like it or not, I have to call my boss. Yeah. I may not like it, but I still have to call my boss.
Yeah, I should probably go for a walk.
Get some exercise.
Or do dishes. Do something.
Right.
But I've been doing more writing than I have been drawing lately, so I think it's just because it's been easier to type than it is to actually do art.
That's probably true.
Mm.
I know that one.
Mm. And I'm also wondering if I'm going to win the Mega Millions tonight.
The what?
The
tonight?
Mega Millions.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
it could happen.
I mean, it's $687 million.
Right. We're just saying, but we're saying.
And if I win, you won't know. I'm not going to tell anyone.
Right? So it's like a Schrodinger's win at that point in time. Right. You may have won already, and we wouldn't know because until we ask you and find out, you are technically both a winner and not a winner.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah.
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 Totally on board with that.
I mean, if I win, I'm sure people are going to see the signs.
The fact that you moved to like the Bahamas.
No, I do not like heat. Why would I ever move there? I would probably move farther into the mountains, and it will probably be underground.
Right.
Because knowing my husband, he would probably want a underground bunker for a house. So.
Underground bunker.
Exactly.
That's a thing.
Or I would basically be sitting there like, oh, hey, everyone. Here is my brand new office outside of my house. And you'd be like, Pepper, I thought you couldn't afford something like that. You'd be like, no, guy, I can. And guess what? I have another office within this office for someone else. Who wants to be there?
It makes sense. I mean, you know.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm with this plan. Just saying.
Yeah. My only concern would be, like, if I did get an office, maybe having a stockpile of, like, water bottles so I don't die of, dehydration.
Fair.
So, Death of Superman. Actually, it was just the death of Clark Kent.
Fair. I mean, weird, but fair.
Someone was advertising earlier that if you want to do 2D animation, to do like some type of animation program, and now I can't seem to find the actual thing that he was doing because everyone got the sad news this morning about Akira Toriyama.
Isn't that the truth?
I was just like, that's like one of those things of like when they said what he actually was, like what he had passed away from. I was just like, wow. I really hope he got a chance to plan everything out and they can carry out his wishes the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, that was just sad.
Because according to everything, they said that he was in the middle of projects as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those things of now we have to wait and see if someone's going to be taking it on. Kind of like Berserk.
Yep. Saving this. Why is it the snipping tool has to do that every time? It's so weird.
Because it's nothing but snips.
Yeah, it's like all snippy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
I didn't do it.
I've got 1 minute left, so I'm going through and looking at all these things and going, what in the world am I doing here? Does anybody even know? No.
If we all knew what you knew, what was inside your head, then we all knew that we would know that you knew that we knew that your head was saying something that you knew that we also knew because you were thinking it, and you knew we knew we knew.
Right? Then that would become a problem.
And I took the last minute.
You did. Good job.
Alrighty.
Good job, you.
Have fun.
And I will see you at the later rendezvous. I'm glad everybody joined us today. We had a lot of people joining us today. We had Colton, we had Brent, we had James Brown. We even had James Brown. He's not dead. I'm just saying he's not dead. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to go call my boss now and see if I'm in trouble. Anyway, I'm actually probably fine. I don't know what she's calling about, but the last time I thought I was in trouble, she gave me a raise, so probably okay. Odds are good.
I hope so too. Talk to you later.
Anyway, always good to see you all. Have a good day and keep your eyes on the stars. Bye-bye.